Just imagine as a kid, this being the weapon of choice from your parents or carer. Perfect. Hello there broskis, Erkin back here, and I honestly don't know what to make of this sneaker or slide. But on today's episode, I am reviewing the Nike Offline. Now boy, oh boy, this is a Mazza. This is like a care package. You know, like back in the day, I think was it Modern Warfare 2? Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. If you don't believe me, this is the box, ladies and germs. Have a look. The M354 branding here, a bit of the box on that side with the Nike swoosh, and of course the product information on that side. And on the top, again, the writing N354. And the M354 by Nike is a program which has sort of reinvented the wheel in terms of their old designs and technologies and adding a bit more sauce to it from the present. So with that waffle out the way, let's open this bad boy. Got a bit of a lip to it. Oh, gotta get out of the way before any crazy stalkers end up at my house. Wouldn't be the first time. Now we've got two of these massive insoles and they're both different in design but also very similar too. As you can see, they're removable to put in the shoe and take out and swap them out as well. And I don't know if you should call this a slide, a shoe, so I'm going to sort of go in the middle and call it a slide. Does that go? Slide? We're just going to call it a slide for this video, just for argument's sake. These are removable insoles for the slides itself. Now, as you can see, these are very different in terms of how they are set up with sort of these bumps. So the green ones have sort of more pressure points that activate on your feet compared to the pink ones. Now what these are meant to be doing for our feet is obviously create more comfort whilst wearing these slides. Okay, I gotta stop. Slides. Now the reason for the bumps on the insoles is of course to help with the pressure points and massaging your feet that Nike claim. And wearing them in and around the house, I kind of get where they're going, but we're gonna touch more on that later. Okay, other than that, it's just like a little tray that you take out, and I'm gonna plant that there for now. And inside is of course the slides. Bit unnecessary, but at the same time it's nice to see something new too. Now wrapping up the box, the product information reads Nike Offline, and the official colorway is Off Noir Black and Off Noir. Now Nike's angle on this slide is to sort of design a shoe you can wear outside and also inside, but I'm not quite sure they did it the right way. Now these are retailing at £105 here in the UK, and I will leave some purchase links down below where I can. Now this is a recent release in terms of this colorway, but the best to my knowledge, I believe these came out last year. And those release colorways just weren't for me, to be honest. But as soon as I saw this black finish, I was like, yeah, that's a bit of me. But going around this slider, and you can defo see where Nike have drawn their inspiration from. Straight off the bat, that toe box is borrowed from the Nike Presto, and the original Nike Presto is one of my favorite ever sneakers of all time, so I was always gonna spot that. And that Nike swoosh stitched in on top of that mesh toe box just brought back a lot of memories. Now of course there is so much going on in terms of this slide's design, but was it really necessary? Now of course Nike have sort of tried to please two different sets of people. People who want comfort that chill at home and using a slide versus someone that uses them for the outdoors. And judging by the looks of it and my first impressions, I don't think they really did a good job on either side. Now we've got that nylon sleeve on top of the upper with of course that adjustable Velcro strap. Now this strap, just listen to this. Ooh. Just hear it again. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, I love a good Velcro strap, I can't lie to you. Of course we've got that exposed tongue on both sides with the Nike swoosh and the N354 branding on top of it. Now one thing I've already noticed straight away, this sort of TPU sleeve has already been scratched on one of my pairs. So that kind of tells you a lot about the durability of that tongue. But anyways, inside we've got some nice branding which says Nike and the swoosh name and stripe are trademarks and your guarantee of quality. Now of course around the collar there isn't much grip compared to other sliders, but it's still a comfortable affair in terms of the feeling. Now inside I've already touched on the insoles, and I really like this concept of removable insoles. But as much as I am impressed by this idea, I don't really think it does much in terms of the comfort. And I really wish they went with something like a Nike React insole, like we've seen on the Air Force One Reacts. That would have been a nice touch. Now at the back we've got that eject button on that semi pull tab. Now going to the outsole of this slide, it is a very well built design, but it does have its drawbacks. Now because of the ruggedness that Nike have opted for, this mid and outsole is primarily rubber, just to create more durability if you were to actually wear these out. But this makes this slider so heavy. I don't think I've put on a slider that's as heavy as this. And honestly broskies, this is no exaggeration. Even wearing these at home for a couple hours, I felt like I was doing a leg workout. And I know the gyms are closed at the moment, but I'm not that unfit. Going from my Asunas to these, they are so heavy. And I don't think any of my sneakers weigh as much as these. That's the maddest thing. Now we've got that Nike swoosh at the back of this midsole and the Nike writing at the front. And to finish off, we do have that Nike swoosh on the lateral side. Now on the outsole, there isn't much traction, I'll be honest. But I can also see these holding up quite well. Now this is of course my personal experience with them. I think for me the lack of support on the upper and the weight of these sliders just don't help one bit. But for me to get it somewhat comfortable, I have to tie them up very tightly. And I do want circulation to my legs, thank you very much. But for the price at £105, it's a new idea that Nike have implemented. But overall, something different, something new, something somewhat refreshing. Are these Nike offlines a buy or a buy? Now I have kind of given you my verdict already, and the price will affect this slide so much. And personally, I am so happy with my Nike Asunas. And I even prefer the Benassis compared to these. I just don't get what Nike were trying to do. I kind of get it. They're trying to bring out something new to the table. But did we really need these? I don't think many people would be wearing these out and about. And I really do wonder how these are even heavier than most of my sneakers. Yes, the durability may be right up there in terms of its mid and outsole, but it does come at a price. You don't really want to be lounging around with massive logs on your foot in terms of their weight, and that's exactly what it feels like. When I came back to my Asunas, I was so relieved, and these in my opinion are nowhere near worth that £105 price tag. If I had to sort of price these, I would have said about £20 to £30. Yes, the packaging looks great, and yes, the insoles are interchangeable, but there is a saying, sometimes less is more. I really feel like they tried to overdo it and sell something new, and I really think that Nike overdid it by trying to please too many people at the same time. So of course broskies, I have to give this one a miss and give this Nike offline a buy. But of course this is all my opinion. Do you agree with what I have to say about this slide? Am I talking absolute waffle? Leave all of that down below and I will be pinning the best comments. Anyways broskies, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting. Don't forget, hit me up on the IG. I always post previews to upcoming reviews, so give us a follow on there. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And of course, until the next episode, take care.